Hi, my name is Heather Davis Riley. Welcome everybody to Beyond and Above. I'm here today to talk to you a little about your first day arriving at a FBO, your fixed-based operation. So right now what I'm going to talk to you about is our gorgeous food presentation. And if you can look right here, this is about the size of my galley right here. So that's why everything is going to be done in this little teeny space, and everything will be done before you even bring the plates of food out to your guest. When we order from the catering company, this is how everything comes. It's already beautifully packaged. Everything is all ready to go, but we're not serving the passengers with a crudité plate like this. We're going to take it out and make it very fancy and organize it so it's perfectly set and ready for them to eat right away. They always serve in baskets with the crackers, little bites of sandwiches, a beautiful fruit platter, and special herbs that they send so we can decorate the plates ourselves. All of this catering will be hidden away in our galley. The passengers will never see this, although they've already pre-ordered and we know what we are going to be serving that day. Another very important thing to know is that you never have to go out and buy food by yourself, especially now, today, with everybody being very careful. All our catering is totally prepared and ready to go, so you never have to be responsible for ordering food. My preference is to be able to use gloves to unwrap, to set up and plate the food, but once we serve the passengers, unless the passenger is very germophobic, then you will wear gloves, and if they request it, that you will wear gloves. But for the most part, I'm only wearing gloves now, so when I am unplating and getting ready to put the food on the plate, I will be able to use my gloves. I was saying, Silver Lining is going to be our caterer of choice today. They bring everything out to the plane, and this is where everything is put away perfectly and wrapped. And I'm wearing gloves now, but you never ever leave the galley with gloves on, especially blue gloves. You never leave the galley with gloves. Let's always remember that our silver tray is going to be our glove. So we are setting up everything and unwrapping everything. So you can see this is a beautiful, absolutely amazing, delicious presentation from one of the best catering companies in the country. It's called Silver Linings. Please remember that not every catering company in your small town is going to have this kind of beautiful catering with micro cilantro and micro greens to decorate your plate. You might end up going to Costco and getting, bits and pieces of everything. So you need to know how to decorate your plate for your passenger. Also, we always like to save our plastic, so at the end when it's time to pack up and we're getting ready for landing, you're going to be able to wrap everything really quickly to put everything away, and you can save it that way. So this service was ordered for 4 people, and they always give extra because you never know, your passenger might come on and say, oh, by the way, I brought John and Mary with me too. And you always have enough food, you always have enough drinks, and you are always prepared. You are ready, willing, and able to serve your passengers with everything they've requested and everything they've asked for. So Miss Cambria had ordered a very light, healthy lunch, and what I'll probably do is make her a little side plate. And what I want to do is first take off my gloves, because now I will never be touching this food. I will only be using a tongue and serving her with silver plate. So we're going to just make a little bit. You don't always just decorate the plate so it looks really pretty for the beginning. Maybe she just wants to have like a little snack of crudité before the like a little one of everything. And we like to show always, they give us the little vinegar and oil, and always have a little salad dressing on top. So this is the plate that they gave us. Don't forget our galley is right here. So what I'm going to do is just make a few little samples of plates for Miss Cambria, and then we can decorate them after. Everything is in presentation here. And what's nice always, you can always order these gorgeous edible flowers. They decorate the place so beautifully. Cheese and crackers is always a very nice that they can have. Sometimes you're going to have a couple different passengers, and maybe they say, oh, Heather, can you just bring out the whole plate of cheese and crackers? We're going to snack on that while we're working first. So what we always like to do is just take a little bit. Instead, if that the brie is, you have to be a little careful with that because that'll get a little soft. Oops. So what we like to do is just do a little bit of cheese and crackers plate. Always serving with a little bit of a date is always very nice also, as well as some grapes. So pretty much this catering company does everything ready to go. What you're going to do is just plate it, and then I'm going to use another one. I'm going to make a fruit platter also. So we can have like a little bit of fruit on the side. And then after, we can make also, what they've done is given us this beautiful dessert. It looks so nice that you might not even have to take it off. But a lot of times, since Miss Cambria is flying by herself today, I would probably only just give her one little plate. Maybe she even just wants to have one little brownie. And then we could do it like that and put like a couple little raspberries, make it like this. Also, we always have a microwave on the plane, so we can always zap it and make it like a little hot. And you can just do something like this to make it look very pretty on the side. Okay. Miss Cambria had ordered a very light, healthy lunch. So what I'm going to do is make a beautiful presentation with just the basic salads and the herbs. We have chives, rosemary, and scallions, and we have these micro herbs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave my gloves on because while I'm in the galley, it's a lot easier, and this is my space. So everything has already been set for her. So let's make a little presentation. We have everything already set up for us. We have a little hummus, and I have my little serving spoon. I can put a little side of hummus here, which I can decorate. And we're going to just put like a little side of rosemary and little micro herbs. These are so beautiful, and they're actually quite expensive to order these. So if you're using this on your plate, make sure that when you set the platter that you make it look really beautiful. Everything is all about color, presentation, the way you want to set it up. And then we have a little balsamic. You can see here that I can just dribble the plate a little bit. And we're going to give her the tomato and mozzarella. put it up a little bit. And have a little teeny on the plate. That was a little much, but. Sometimes it's easier for you to just set everything with the gloves, but then when you go out to serve your guest, it's already plated and you will already have the silver tray, and this will be done as soon as possible when you get on the plane. Something like that. I'm going to do another little cheese and cracker platter for you. You know, this is something that you just have to take your time and learn how to make the most beautiful presentation. Practice with your family at home. You know, they're going to be the ones that are going to get the benefit of this. And if you're just setting it up and making it look gorgeous, the easier you can make this happen for yourself and for your guests, because once you start doing it, it becomes super easy. You just see how quickly you can get everything done. Little salad dressing on the side. Little balsamic. Everything is in presentation. And the more you practice, the easier it is. When you have a catering company that brings you foods like this, everything is pretty much already set. Maybe your client is traveling with 6 guys and they're going to say, Heather, just come on, bring out everything. You don't need to set each person. But because I'm traveling with one fancy lady today, I'm going to take the time and set everything up perfectly for her. So Miss Cambria today specifically requested that she would like a beautiful cheesecake for dessert. So since it already came on this gorgeous silver tray, why don't we just decorate the tray? Make it so beautiful that it looks gorgeous. We can give her a couple of extra berries. There's some fresh mint on the plate. Give her a little strawberry. And it'll be a beautiful dessert platter. And then what you can do is have your beautiful chocolate that's already done. So since it was already done on this beautiful plate, now what we're going to do is you can buy these cute little dispensers that you can put olive oil, vinegar, chocolate, white chocolate, and this is so great because all you do is decorate your plate and make it look beautiful. And if you have nice handwriting, you could actually write her name on it. And then you just have it already done. Maybe you need a teeny little bit of whipped cream to put on top. And add a couple extra strawberries. Maybe a raspberry one. So you can always just put a few extra little chocolate sides on your cookie platter. So as I'm just assessing everything that I've ordered and looking at this gorgeous presentation, before the passengers even get on the plane, just look and see what might be nice that you can put out as the passenger comes on the plane. We have all the little ramekins. Ramekins are these little dishes. This is called a ramekin. It's all the. So as we can see, Silver Linings is just 5-star, the most gorgeous catering company. And what you should do, especially if you get to order from them, immediately assess all your trays. You know you're going to have 4 guests with this amount of food. But for example, what you want to do, look, they brought me these gorgeous almonds. So what I would do is say, oh, this would be great when the guests come on the plane. Pour it in a little bit of a ramekin so you can serve this immediately on your silver tray that you'll bring out with the water and or a cocktail if your guest wants a cocktail. So you have a beautiful little presentation. And this is just something that came on the cheese platter. Also, what you can do, make sure when you have one family, they only want sandwiches. So what you can do is open your little mayonnaise and mustard, put them in the little ramekins also, so you take that out of the jar. We always have the little spoons, so you can just use a spoon and scoop it into the ramekin, and then when you're serving the sandwiches, it's already on the side, because maybe some people might not want that on their plate. And always don't forget, you just use your little tongs. Maybe even it's possible that your guests are like, oh, Heather, can you just bring out the whole plate and then we'll see what we want to have. And if that's the case, then you just come straight out with your tray of sandwiches, and maybe they're like, oh, just put down our plates, and then you are going to serve. Another thing that I learned with Beyond and Above is the way that we can use our forks and knives. And so what we want to do is, like, if you're with the client and you don't have your tongs, you can always use a spoon just to pick up like this and put on the plate. And that way it's easier for you to just grab. Takes a little practice, but once you get it,